Hello everyone! Welcome to our fifth episode of Mega Usap Tayo. And today I'm so excited to present with you our very own, and it's Qatar's, very own image, etiquette, and protocol consultant. And I'm very grateful because she's giving me the opportunity to be with her tonight and, of course, to share her very inspiring story. So, by the way, I'm pretty sure to all the people who is following her, and to those who know her very well, our today's guest or inspiring guest is Portuguese living in Qatar, and she's happily married with three lovely kids. And I'm so excited now to share with you, and of course to present her, Miss Elizabeth Perez, or known as Glamour Image in all her social media. So let's just wait for her to come up. There she go, guys.
Hi,
Hi,
Mega.
Mamu. How are
Hello. Hello.
you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How's everything? You can hear me well?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well, Mamu.
I miss you. Doha
I miss,
misses you.
inshallah soon, Mama. I miss you so much. And of course, I'm really very thankful for giving me this opportunity, of course, to accept this invitation and to come up because
Always.
in thank you so much. No, because in Doha, we're just seeing each other, like, we're just having a quick chat and quick conversation, especially in the events. And remember, you're inviting me to have a ride with you. And also, before I left Doha, you invited me for a coffee, but it's still, we're running out of time. And I think this is really the perfect time for us to have at least an hour with you. Thank you so much, Mamu.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. You are one of the nicest persons I met in Qatar, and I have you in a special place in my heart and in my prayers. And it's wonderful to be talking with you.
Thank you so much, Mamu. I'm always very vocal with you because I'm always following you, and I'm really one of your fan.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so
But
sweet.
anyways, I'm pretty sure a lot of your followers are waiting to hear your story. And what is really, I mean, my first question is, what is the real secret, or what's behind this glamour, this very eye-catching, capturing social media post from our very own Elizabeth Raj, our glamour image? I mean, what is an image etiquette protocol consultant?
Well, thank you for your kind words. First of all, I think that what drove me to become an image consultant initially was my passion to see other people happy with the way they look. So I was used to see a lot of people unhappy with the way they looked and unhappy with the way they were handling themselves. And this was something that made me see that there are a lot of things that you can do to help other people feel better about themselves. So I entered into the image consultancy and then later on etiquette and protocol to compile a set of tools that I could share with my clients and with my friends and with the people that ask me questions. And I could, share a set of tools, let's say, that would empower them and to help them portray themselves as they see in their minds and they couldn't do it. So this was my first motivation, was seeing people not happy with who they were.
And I can see it from you that you are really very happy in your life because it's radiant. It's coming out naturally. Like, I believe that a real beauty coming from inside, it's really reflect on outside. And I can see it to you every day, Mamu. Every time you post, every time I see your stories, I really see a beautiful, very inspiring aura from you.
I strongly believe, as cliche as this may sound, that beauty does come from the inside out. And this is something that, again, as cliche as it may sound, it does not get old for me. I do believe that it does not matter what you do to the outside. If you do not change from inside, nothing will work, because eventually it will just show, it will reveal itself. So nurture inside first, pay attention to inside, invest in inside before you go on the
You
outside.
outside, yeah, exactly, madam. And because the one inside, it's really very hard to cover. Unlike the one in outside, you can do a lot of, putting up some makeup, and you can dress up like to look beautiful. But if there's really something not nice from your attitude or in your character, the aura itself will speak later on,
Oh,
right?
absolutely, 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 absolutely. And you can see that also, and from my experience with working with a lot of people, that it does not matter what they have. So I've been in houses with the most incredible closets, like what we would call a dream closet, that we would, oh my God, I would love to have this closet, and the person was so unhappy. She was not shining. She was not, everything she was wearing, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if
it
it
looks
was
dull,
a high
yes.
brand, it would not shine. Why? Because she didn't know how to carry the look. She was not loving herself. So you can just throw brands or throw whatever you want, but if you do not work on the inside,
It's useless.
it's
Exactly. I strongly agree with you, Mamu. But anyways, Madam, do you require or do you need a college degree or intensive schooling to be like you? I mean, to be an image, etiquette, and protocol consultant, or
yes,
does it?
do.
How does
So
it go?
sorry to interrupt you. I jumped. I
No,
jumped
wala
right
mo.
away because this is a topic and a question that really gets to me. Why? Because as much as social media is wonderful and we are all living in this world, it's also a fantasy. And I've seen a lot of people selling courses online that they are not ready to give. So we can go to YouTube and we can learn a lot of things, and or you can entitle yourself self taught. But there is nothing like participating in a class with other people. The emotions, the energy you exchange, the learning, it's so different. It's so different. And I do believe in being certified. I think you need to go to school. I think you need to invest in your education. And I need to look for ways of putting your message out there in a more credible way. So, and I believe that everything that you do in life, you need to learn from other people, and you need to search for the best source of information. Is very different to invest in a proper course with a proper mentor than just go online and watch some movies. I'm sorry, but it's totally different. The experience you get, the knowledge you get, the hands-on, that interaction, there's nothing that can replace that. There are plenty of schools that offer wonderful courses in image consultancy, as well as in etiquette and protocol. I did, when I started my career, I did a huge research, and I went practically around the world because I wanted to learn from all types of people, cultures, and how to deal with. At the time, I lived in Asia, in China for many years, so that prepared me a lot. I've been in the Philippines many times. I love your country. And
Thank you.
I learned a lot from, for example, Asia, and I studied in a very prestigious school in Singapore, for example, where we focused on the Asian perspective. Then I studied in the States, in the UK school. So I did my research, I did prepare myself, I invested my money, my time, my family moments to prepare myself in order to announce myself as an image consultant an etiquette and protocol expert. So it does not come from opening an Instagram page. It comes from hard work and from really
Perseverance.
investment. Yeah, perseverance. Yes.
And since you mentioned, Mamo, you've been a lot of investment, you've been to a lot of countries, and you studied in the school in preparing yourself for who you are now. But before that, have you encountered or have you been into a worse struggle before reaching your status now?
Oh, I mean, you name it. um, there were a lot of stones in the way, but I believe that the stones have to be lifted by you and have to be pushed aside, and you have to persevere and you have to keep going forward and you have to focus, and sometimes you have to know when to say no or when to say this is not the right time or I have to wait a bit more, and all of that. And with a family, living in a different country, far away from the extended family, from what you know as safe, right? So, I mean, I did have big stones in my way, but I believe that that's part of our story of who we are and who we will become, and that will show my children. It will show the people that I live with and that surround me, show them that I did not give up, and I move forward and I'm here, you know.
Exactly. And I do believe also that all those storms or any struggles or problem that we are facing right now, if you were able to come or you overcome all those struggles, it will become for us a better person, right? And you're a living, example or role model, especially not only to your family, but also all the people in Qatar and also all those following you around the world. That's why we are very thankful about you, Mamu. But
Likewise, like you
thank
are a
you.
kindred spirit. You are someone that comes across so genuine, so kind. I remember when we used to meet here in events and, just run to each other, hug each other because you were so sincere since the day I met you, and you never changed. And I love that about you.
Likewise, Mama, you know what I told you? When the first I met you, like I think that was in Doha Women Forum. You're like a mother figure to me, and from there, like every time we see you in the event, and even the other Filipino, the community, they are really amazed about your character, your aura, your attitude. Because when you see me far, you always keep on calling me Mega, 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 and without any hesitation, you will hug me and you make beso beso for me, and that really matters. Like, oh my God, that's Miss Elizabeth Roy's glamour image, and hugging me, and that's why we're really very, very, very honored. It's a big, big
And your
honor for
friends were
you,
always lovely. Your friends were always very lovely. The people that you surround yourself with, they were always very happy to say hello. And so you had a nice group here of friends, I remember.
Thank you, Mamo. That's why they said if you are trying to look or find friend, make sure you have a circle of friends that will, someone will lift you up, encourage you, and inspire you every day, right? You see each other. But anyways, Mamo, how did you find yourself becoming an image etiquette, and it's a very long title, right? Image etiquette and protocol consultant.
I know it's quite a long title, but
But it's
I
quite
worked so hard
interesting,
for
huh?
it.
Yeah, it's
Sorry?
quite interesting. It's quite interesting, the title.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's. I worked so hard for it, and there was a time that I was like, oh my God, no, I'm not gonna use this title. But I worked hard for it, and I told myself, you deserve to write your title because it's true. It's who you became and who you worked for, so, but it's too long. Sometimes I just say image consultant and I skip etiquette and protocol, or sometimes I just say etiquette and protocol and I skip image consultants, But
Because, Mama, you
and you
have
know,
really
and I've
nothing to prove
never
at
stopped
all.
studying. Sorry.
You have nothing to prove at all because you're glam, your image already. You have your name, you have your label. Everybody loves you, everyone is looking up to you. So what
Oh,
more they could ask for?
oh, that's a
Right?
stretch. That's a stretch. I'm sure I have some people there not rooting for me. But you know, it is what it is. We cannot please everyone, and I live very happily with the people that care for me. But I live also happily with the people that don't care for me. But I wish everyone well. You know, I don't hold any grudges, and I don't believe that we have to stay in each other's lives forever. I mean, some
Yes.
people are meant to just pass by and, you know, teach you something. Sometimes you don't like the lesson much, but you know, with time, you will end up understanding that lesson. And I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And everyone that crosses your path in a way or another will leave you something, you know. And even if you don't like it much, it definitely made you stronger or more alert. Or so there's always a positive takeaway out of it, you know. And I do believe positivity is something crucial in our lives. We need to be more positive. We need to choose better the words we use, to be kinder to each other, to be more positive with each other, to not put people down. I think this is a shift in the world if we would inject more positivity in our relationships.
Exactly. That really need more now. Like, that's why this is one of the, what do you call this? One of the virtue, one of the reason that why we put up this platform, because we want to share more positivity, more love, and to inspire more people. Like, just no more hate. Just keep on sharing positivity and nice words to each and everyone. And also, I believe with you, like every people that we might encounter in our life, there's always a reason, as you mentioned, and we have something, something that we will discover from them, and something
Yeah,
that we will learn from them.
yes. We are all so unique, Mega. I mean, you know, the people that I learned the most with are my children. I have three children, as you know.
Yeah,
They
and they're
are
very lovely. My God.
they are a good bunch.
Hmm.
They are all so different. My three children are so different from each other, you know, and I learn with them every single day since they were so small. Sometimes my husband and I, we just look at each other and we're like, oh my God, we just, oh yeah, we just have to, because they taught us something, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think children are here to teach us, not the other way around. We focus too much in, oh, I'm a parent and I need to do this and force this, and but we, if we would only every day just shift that thought and, oh, I'm a parent, let me see what have to learn today from them. You know, I've learned so much from my children. I mean, I could write a book about that. Really, what an experience, you know. And I do believe that we are all unique, and sometimes people get misled by this social media, like, oh my God, you live such a glamorous life, and most of the time you don't know what's behind the camera,
Behind,
and
yeah, behind the camera,
90% of the
exactly.
time is not nice and is not glamorous and is not at all what you are seeing on camera, you know. So but I do believe even everyone has a uniqueness to them, you know, regardless of being a very good person or not so nice, or there's always something unique about them. Some people discover that sooner than others, or some never discover it, but there's definitely something good and interesting about every person. I strongly believe in this, even in the mean one.
I agree with you, mommy. Like they said, God created us uniquely, each and every one of us, right? So it's better for us not to compare with each other, because the best thing that we have to do is to enhance what talents we have, and soon we will be successful, or whatever endeavors, or whatever goal we want to achieve in the future, right? We just need to focus on our talents and enhance it. That's it. Not no need to look to other backyard, and at the end you will be just envious, which is turn out to be into hatred, right?
You just said a very important word, focus. So we waste too much time not focusing on ourselves, focusing on everything else but ourselves. So focusing, just gather your thoughts and look at yourself, look at your life, and from what can you do more and do
Nor
better
yes.
or share and leave behind. You know, if you die now, what do you leave behind? You know, I learned a huge lesson with the death of my parents, which was so shocking. I lost my mom very tragically. Without, I mean, it was the worst thing ever. I still get emotionally. Just we celebrated 10 years without my mom, and she's I dearly missed. But what I was gonna say is, sorry, I still get very emotional talking about
Yeah.
my mom. It was such a huge loss. Um, what I learned from their sudden death, because my dad loved my mom so much that after 5 years of my mom gone, he decided we had to join. It was like emptying their house. It was such a haha moment for me. It was like, you leave this world as you came, with your skin, that's it. I mean, nothing that you buy, bags, shoes, what, nothing. You will
Yes.
take nothing. You will only take your experience, right? Your memories,
The
your,
memories, yeah.
that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. So what is the point in focusing your whole life into stuff that it's just stuff? You know, when I was tidying up my mom's things and giving away her clothes, her bags, her shoes, everything, and my dad's, and I was like, look at this. I don't want to buy any more excessive stuff. I don't want to buy anything more than I just need
I
enough.
just need
You
to.
know, I came to this.
What is
I just
really
need enough.
essentials? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, really. It was such a haha moment. Like, why? What is this all for? She loved this. She loved that. She loved. It's she's gone, and all of these,
Everything has left, yes.
you know. So anyway.
That's so true, Mama. So I'll give you my hag for that. But Mamu, the title that you are holding is when you see it's like white, extravagant, it's really a glamour. Does it only for a high society or the people who has money or in a good company in
No,
class?
not at all, Mega. I've worked with people from all scoops of life, work, uh, you name it. From the most glamorous job to the, let's say, unglamorous job, because we label things, right? And some
Yeah,
jobs we
like a thankless job. Yeah.
let's say, and from people that stay at home, for example, stay at home moms, and from CEOs. I mean, so it's so you can work with everyone if you put your heart to it, you know, and you do your work, not based on your
Title.
yeah, and not based also on your charges, but based on the person and the person's financial status. That is very important, you
Mm.
know. So I can accept the CEO as I can accept someone that is jobless. I will just find a way to make it work and to make it work for both, you know, because everyone deserves to know their colors, let's say, to know their body type, to learn about looking great, because that person is jobless now, but she's looking for a
To get
job.
with the
So
job.
with my help, she can get the job, you know. by knowing certain things about herself, by working on developing confidence, building up confidence is crucial, is one of the things that for me, is the highest in
Like,
priority. It's not what you wear, but how you wear it. It's not about labels. It's about how you wear the shirt. How do you portray yourself? You know,
yes.
how do how are you seen by others, and how do you want to be seen? So this is beyond clothes or brands or anything. So to answer your question, no, definitely is not a high society kind of thing. Even etiquette and protocol is in everything. I like to say that leadership goes hand in hand with good manners. So good manners should be everywhere, from the top person to
To
the
the lowest, yeah, to the least
lowest.
ones.
Let's if we use this word, you know what I mean.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I mean, it's for everyone like that. There's no such thing as this is only for high society. No, not at all. I am strongly against that. It's for
Thank you,
everyone.
Mamu, for clarifying that, because there are some people, I believe, especially some of our followers, they're hesitant to somehow, to dress up, to show their pace, because I believe with image consultancy is more on like, aside from building up your character, knowing your flaws is also, which you have to turn into beauty, is also, you have to align it also to relate yourself, like in how you carry yourself wearing your dress and putting up makeup, right? So at least now I
Yeah.
know it's more clarified with me now.
I
Because
love to work, for example, with staff from a company, from cleaning staff to receptionists to people in counters that deal with public. Why? Because they usually they undervalue themselves, So they usually are the ones that are more eager to learn, and they usually think, oh, that's not for me. And when I do like a small workshop or a talk, or I always have them coming at the end to me and say, oh my god, I didn't know that, or I didn't know that could help me. Or so I believe that everyone can benefit from a great image. And again, a great image is not about a jacket, or there is something very that we have to separate here. A great image is how you portray yourself, okay? And then it goes with your hair as well, your makeup, your clothes, your body language, your eye contact, your mannerisms, your let's say dining skills.
yeah, the table etiquette, the
The
manners,
table
yes.
etiquette. I have people coming to me, and we live in the Middle East now, and I have people from all the statues coming to me and say, Elizabeth, we do not eat the same way, because we don't. Like in Europe, we use 10 sets of cutlery if necessary, and uh, here people use their hands a lot, for example. So when they travel, they want to learn how to use all that cutlery, which is normal.
Yes,
It's for everyone. Why not having the knowledge? Why not?
yes, exactly.
Or protocol. You companies here that have a meeting with let's say an embassy outside, or how does it work? What are the questions? How does the protocol work? Should I approach first? Should I wait to be introduced? So all these, it's relevant to everyone. You know what I mean? From the highest person to the smallest person, let's say.
Yes, and there's no also harm in trying. At least, sometimes you need to you need to adapt yourself in the environment that you're going to face, right?
Absolutely,
Yes. And
absolutely.
thank you, Mamu. And now, I believe, Mamu, there are so many companies in the market now that are currently facing the drastic effect of COVID-19, and some of them, or most of them, are on their feet of getting back now. Are you also finding a challenge, or is there a bigger, more pressing issue on your mind?
You just broke. I couldn't understand your question. It just cut. Can you repeat?
Like, we're very much aware that many companies or most of the companies in the market are currently facing the issue of COVID-19. And they're now on the state of getting back on their feet. So, are you also finding that challenge, or is there a bigger pressing issue on your mind?
Oh yes, there are a lot of companies going through a lot of changes and challenges, and getting up on their feet is really a struggle, or it can be really a struggle, because a lot of companies, they were here, and then suddenly with this they came down here,
Yes,
and when you are here and you come down here, you don't go up that fast and that quickly anymore. It takes time, and there are huge losses, and people that lost their jobs, and there are so many stories, right? But I do believe there are a lot of opportunities now to do things differently. A lot of companies were also doing things in a way that was just convenient or was just comfortable for some. Now is the time to wake up and to see what can you do better, and
better.
how can you change, and how can you bring your company up again, but in a much more sensitive way and sensible way. So I do believe it's a hard time. Times are difficult, but there are also a lot of opportunities there, and we just need to let ourselves be open for those opportunities, because opportunities are in corners that we usually don't think about. you know so usually they are there, and we are not even seeing them,
You
or
see
they are in
them,
front
yes.
of us and we are closed. you know because of what? Because of our pessimism, because of
The
what
thought.
what's going on around. So it's difficult. It's a very difficult time. But if you are positive, and if you look out for better solutions, and I do believe when I I, I, I used to say this in Portuguese, when God closes when a door closes, God opens a window.
The button.
And I strongly believe in this. I strongly believe in this. And we have to pay attention and to see where is the window opening. Because sometimes we resist. We are beings of habits, and most of the time of poor habits. So we yes, change is difficult. Change is difficult. Even in my area, working with people, you have no idea how much people struggle to change their closet, for example, or to change their way of, no, but I'm used to buy only this shirt, that pants, this, so people struggle even with the small things. Change is usually difficult. So if we embrace change, and if we look at change from another perspective, I think things around, they start to change. They start
Change,
to,
yes.
you know, and to go into this direction that we were not even thinking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's why that they told it the new normal. And we never expect that this pandemic really come,
Never,
especially in this century. But anyway,
never.
Shinshada will be able to surpass this very soon.
Oh
And
yes, we've been through so many things. I am 100% sure that the human race can beat these, and we can. But it is a very challenging time, and we all feel gutted that we are like kind of living through these, and we don't want this to be the new normal. We want our normal.
normal.
But our normal will never be the same. So we have to adapt, and we have to
Yeah, we
adapt and complain less, and look more for more opportunities, and complain less, and just, roll the sleeves and say, okay, what can I do to make an impact, and to bring something to this world, to my world, that can
yes.
can help me and those around. So we need to change our mindset. That's what I was telling you before about positivity in the beginning. It's not just
Yes.
in a dream world. Oh, she's so positive. She's a, No, it's for me. It's being realistic. You know, positivity takes the stones out of your way.
The
Negativity
way.
brings more. You know, and we talk a lot about mental health and all these issues that are serious issues, but because we live in this world that seems like we feed this mentality of crying, of putting each other down, of you know gossiping, of talking bad things, of instead of okay, let me say something nice about the person. Instead of saying something nice, what can I see in that person that can be nice? Focus
Yeah.
focus on that.
Exactly. And of course, we really need to adjust ourselves for the greater good. As we all know that we're really far behind from the normal that we used to be, right? So adjustment
Very,
really matters. Yeah. But
very.
Mamu, do you believe that like the world or the whole world is sharing the same sentiment about this pandemic, right? And this lockdown. So we've been into
Sorry,
lockdown
Megan,
and the
you're breaking. I couldn't get
outbreaking. I'm
you.
so sorry. So I mean, the whole world is sharing the same sentiment of pandemic lockdown. So how do you manage yourself being more productive while staying at home related to your profession or your title?
Oh, okay. Being at home. Sorry, you were breaking. I couldn't hear you well. Well, to be honest with you, the being at home part was a very good side of it. I work long hours, long days. I love my house, love my family, and it was kind of a slow down, and pay attention and focus on, and that's what I did. Um, I lived these months at home in such a productive way. Like I just did things differently. So I couldn't see my clients. I could call or send messages or videos even. You know, I could always find a way to to keep doing my work in a way that I felt at my own time, but still making sure I was on top of things, so never letting things slip too much, or just, oh no, not doing that today, let's do it tomorrow. I'm kind of a let's do it today, not tomorrow. But I was exaggerating. I'm very driven, and no, I have to do this, I have to do this, so I gave myself a break as well. And
Yeah.
and
Don't
I
put too
learned.
much pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and with the children at home, it was also so good to do things with them that you don't normally do, or you rush doing, or you just um, at this age that they are, which they are always in their games and in their stuff and with their friends. It is very good to see them engaging with you as well, and
Yeah.
doing things as a family. And so I found this period that you are staying at home, a period of reflection as well, where you can really reflect on, is that important? I was doing so many things that were not important, and I'm wasting my time, my energy. And this quarantine actually led me to, I'm just gonna drop them because they don't bring anything
I
positive to
think
my life. I'm just holding on, holding on to them. So I kind of did a cleanse also of not only the house. I know that everybody was cleaning their
in
closets and
the
everything, but it was a cleanse of my myself, of things that I was holding on to. And oh, I still do this, but why? Let me see, what are the reasons that I do. Are they valid? Do they contribute to my happiness? Do they contribute to my welfare, my family? If it's a no, 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 off you go. So I cleansed a lot of work that it was just a burden. You know what I mean?
yes.
So I took this opportunity to do a lot of that, a lot of reflection, a lot of prioritizing, a lot of prioritizing. And I never stopped work because I I chose not to. I worked during quarantine as well, less, of course, but I still had to go and do some projects that I was involved with and following the safety rules, everything with the mask and everything. But I did. But I had time to do it in a way that felt so much useful,
Yep,
you know.
yeah. And more, that gives you more happiness.
Yes, so much more happiness. And really, sometimes we carry these burdens and these links because of people. We're like, oh my God, what is she gonna say or he say, or you know. So, and I was like, this is what I tell people, so I should apply it, and I should do it. And no, this does not interest me
It's a
anymore.
big no.
I
Exactly.
always
Yeah.
tell people, no is such a beautiful word. Use it. It's so simple. N-O. And in Portuguese, it's three letters. N-A-O. Okay, no. And I always
NAO.
tell people, I always say no is empowering because we don't use no a lot. Most of the times we use yes when we
Yes,
actually
yes.
want to say no. So no is liberating, is empowering. So if you learn to say no in a very convincing way and that you are freeing yourself from that pressure that is not contributing to any happiness in your life, you are finding room and being free for other opportunities to come. Does that make sense?
Yes, Mamo, I really agree with you. I mean, uh, I mean, this is the best time now that, especially during this pandemic, we learn a lot, and I think we need to really do a soul searching what we really want for us to be or the people that we're going to mingle with. At the end, you really need to. We're not really after for the benefits that we can get for them, but of course, at the end of the day, we're always looking forward to be happy, to have a peace of mind, which is really matters because it always reflects on us. And especially for in a social media, a lot of people can see or can judge through your facial expression, right? Like even there was the saying, action speaks louder than words. So even you're not
Yeah.
talking, they can see it to your face, especially if a lot of people is always looking at you, you're always on the spotlight, same as you have thousands of followers, Mamu, and every day I can see your stories, we're getting inspired, and of course your family is with you. I see your the lady, her name I forgot.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia, the elder, the youngest, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's the
I
youngest.
think she's following your footsteps. She know how to dress up,
She's
right?
very.
Yeah, she know how
No,
she
no,
dress
she's
up.
much better. She's so much better. Oh my God, she's going to be her own little person.
Own
So
version, yes.
much
Own
better.
best
Yes,
version. Yeah, that's good.
that's what I
And the
I
kids nowadays, they
hope.
are really, really very different from us, the new generation. I think they're more intelligent, right? They're more vigilant now. So what is that's good, the sign of intelligence. But Mamu, I can see a lot of us is watching you and even your own Instagram. You have a lot of followers. And speaking of followers, I'm pretty sure, same as me, they want to be like you, or if not, at least somehow you were able to have your attributes. So, do you have any advice that you can give us at least somehow we can be a better version of our own self?
Yes, don't you don't want to be like me. That's first thing. You don't want to be like me. You want to be the best version of yourself. You have to work on being the best version of yourself. I do agree with you with people that might influence you positively and might give you inspiration. Yes, fair enough. I also have that people. But what I decided to do is I don't want to be like them. I want to learn some of the tools that I consider are more empowering to them and more directly related to who I am, and I will try them. You know, so from the people that I see that I like, admire, or I learn with, I like to observe and say, oh my God, I really like the way he handled this situation or that situation. I'm gonna try that, you know. So I'm not gonna become him or her, but I will try with my own style, with my own self. I will try that approach, or I will try that way of talking or that way of reacting. So I am very explosive, and I am like my husband is very quiet. I am very talkative, very easy to mingle, to make friends, and I love people. Not saying he doesn't like, but he's more quiet, he's more reserved. And also in situations of a quick answer, I am very quick in answering, very direct. And I learned that being direct is good, but you have to measure uh, how your words or your, let's say, directness will affect the other person, because sometimes the other person is not ready for that, you know. They are not ready, and you might be right, and I felt frustrated in so many occasions, like, but I was right, I told her this is correct, and but it was the person that was not ready for my truth or for my rightness. He was not ready. He was not ready, you know. And I learned, for example, with my husband a lot about how to listen, how to stop, how to look at the situation before I answer and try to be direct and help. You know, I learned so much with him about controlling my immediate response, my immediate interventions that were not always seen as the best one, because not everyone is in the same stage of their lives. What is very right for you might not be right for the other person, and that person might come a few years later and say, listen, now I understand what you tried to tell me, but I was not ready at that time. So it is very important to study people, to give them time, you know, and to not want your truth to be their truth. They need to reach that, you know. They need to reach that by themselves. Same with the children. I cannot impose on my children. No, I can see it. I do this. No, he needs to do it, and he needs to, you know, bang his head if necessary. But he needs to come to that conclusion. What I can do for my children or for my followers is just tell you how I do it and the way I do it. And if that resonates with you, you might try to use that in your own self, in your own way. Not the way I do it, but in your own way. Does this make sense?
Yes, I mean, you know, I truly believe, yeah, I believe in you because what is applicable to you might not be good for me, right? Because we have, yes, we're experiencing a different struggles in life, and of course, our mindset also is far different from each other. So, the good thing that we really have to do is, you know, we need to find our own doors. We need to fight our own battles, and really need to learn from our own mistakes for us to be a better version of ourselves.
Yes, yes. I believe always focus on who you are and what you what drives you, what gives you passion, and what motivates you, and invest in that. Invest in that. Don't invest in what motivates others, or it has to be in. And then when you invest in that, and when you invest the time in yourself, bloom. Others
You
can
will
see.
be succeeded. Yes.
You will, and others can see. We are all so different. We can't judge. She's mean, I'm good. You're good, I mean it. We are all different and living at a different stage in our lives. We are all at different levels. You know, I don't know. I love energies and chakras and all of that, and I do believe that we all live in a different energetic level. You know, and not everyone is there yet. Some are still here, and some will never reach because their purpose is to grow here, you know, not to grow here, it's to
No.
grow here. So I do believe we need to pay attention to ourselves, to our likes and dislikes, and and focus on that. Look how many times we use the word focus today, right? It starts with
Yes,
you.
focus is really very important.
Focus. It is. So rather focus on, oh my God, I'm really good at this, or I so love this. It gives me so much pleasure to do this. Let me focus on how can I make this bloom, you know. And maybe a business came out of it, or maybe an opportunity, or a job, or we don't know. But we would know more if we would invest more time in ourselves instead of others.
Looking
Worry
at
about what
left
others
and
are
right.
doing, or so look at yourself.
Thank you, Mamu. I'm enlightened. But, Mamu, as much as I want to spend more time with you because I really enjoying this topic and I'm already taking much of your time. So I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, for giving me this opportunity. Again, it's such a big honor for me for having you here in my Mega Usap Tayo. So I wish you all the best. Hope to see you soon and more happiness and more success, Mamu. You
Thank you
take care
so
always.
much, Megan.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
thank
thank
you
you. It
so
was
much.
a pleasure to be here with you. I did not even notice time. So talking with you is such a pleasure because you are so genuine and you're such a kind person, and that comes across. So I did not notice time. It was really a pleasure to talk to you, to see you. I can't wait to see you soon. Maybe in the Philippines even. I love your
Yes,
country.
Mamu.
So
So
I
when you
will
visit
be back.
here, please let me know.
Definitely. I
I'm looking
love the
forward to see you
Philippines,
also.
the food, everything. I love the Philippines. And
Thank you.
I
And now the
imagine you
tourism,
love the
yeah.
friends.
Tourism is coming back now. We just opened they just reopened some beaches like the in Bohol and also in Boracay. For sure, you love the water, you love beaches, you love ponds. So this is the best time because here it's always summer when you see the beaches, right? So it's always paradise.
Yeah.
So again, Mamu, thank you so much.
Thank you
Hope to
for
see
having
you
me.
soon.
I'm the one grateful. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for
I'm more
having
than
me.
honored, Mamu. I always remember that.
It was
Thank
such a
you.
pleasure. A big kiss to you. Mwah.
Hope to see you again. Take care and
Looking
good
forward to
night.
it.
God bless you,
Bye bye.
Mamu.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.